they catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic with the gang.
Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Check green 90, black 11, room. Hey, Haywood.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
This pass finds its way to Williams, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
180. One day.
Third and 2. Now Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Easy.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. On pickup, good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready. 180.
Rivers on 1st down. Throw to the right here to Gordon. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Rivers. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out of the...
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Following the interception here, Rivers. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Rivers on the money, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Red Delta! Hey, Delta!
On 3rd down, Rivers. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Bud Dupree with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Badgley able to knock this one through. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
A reminder, coming up tomorrow night, Monday Night Football. It's the Packers' second home primetime game in 3 weeks as they host their NFC North rivals, the Detroit Lions. Kickoff 8:15 Eastern, 7:15 Central. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, It tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Rivers to Allen on the hook up there. 42 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Rivers now feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Devin Bush coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Throwing Rivers. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Devin Bush able to record his 5th sack of the season. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd and short.
Here we go. Black 20. Hey,
pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returning, it's Benjamin. Now a hit and a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Now Gordon on first down. Nifty move by Gordon, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
From the 39, Rivers looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one goes for 24 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Throwing again. Rivers on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down.
180! 180! Hey, Delta!
The first down throw here for Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the Steelers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
7-7. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
Stop! 180! Quarter!
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Space to run past the 20. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You ain't got nothing.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make it 24-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And nowhere to go. He'll make it back only to the 5-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On second down now, it's Gordon. And he's got some space here. There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
31's the mic. Hey, exit. 31's the mic. Hey,
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Rivers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. But now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Gordon. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On is the Chargers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Going top shelf for... And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Sean Davis that time on the tackle.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Go!
To throw, Rivers. He's got it to Williams. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Stay there. Hey, Brown 80.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left.
Now Gordon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Second down, Rivers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, T.J. Watt, there on the coverage.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going deep for Moncrief. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Start! Black 20!
Here we go, let's bring it.
Alert, alert.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
57. Black 1 time.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
He's an absolute oak tree in the pocket because he is so hard to get on the ground. Not as elusive as he used to be, but still, trying to get him down, tough for any defender. In that case, he's able to move just enough. Incomplete pass downfield.
And Bryant's got it over the middle. And a loose football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring.
On 1st down, Gordon. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Gregory 90. Set 180. Hey, Rocket.
First down, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
That throw into the arms of Allen. Rivers to Allen on the hook up there. 52 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
11 yards there, first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Rivers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Now Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A fourth touchdown pass there for Phillip Rivers. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Darquan. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, Samuels. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Defensively, with this lead in the fourth quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be, don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, Your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Alert! 50 seconds to Mike.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
On 3rd down, it's Gordon. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Black 20. Mike's 49. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Show that bench release and go. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Y'all not ready. Mike's 49.
Roethlisberger will throw. And he finds McDonald. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Alert. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get knocked.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. That is caught at the 7. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Ready? 180. Snickers.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Strong right. 4 down. Check. 4 down. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Hey, check, Mike. 56.
Ben to throw again. The quick slant caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Washington, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2.
I can't believe they even let you play. $49, guys. Mike.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he will get into the end zone, but there is a flag down. This one may be coming back. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Extra point now by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this.
I'm here all day.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night, everybody.
chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Yeah, say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills.